Hey class, it's Mrs. Gilling here, and I am ready to go over your Unit 4 project requirements for project number 2. And before I do that, I got a joke for you. You ready? It's a good one. I read it earlier today. So what do you call it when you put your mom's mom on speed dial? Instagram. Get it? You put your mom, that's your grandma. You're putting her on speed dial. It's right away. Instagram, grandma. Maybe it's too old of a joke for you guys. Maybe you don't know what speed dial is. I do. I love my grandma. I'd put her on speed dial. But enough jokes. Let's move on to your project number 2. Now, as we move on, I gotta tell you something. So there is a project in FlipSwitch. That's the project number 2. And I've been thinking about it, and I decided I don't want to use that project. I think it's kind of complicated the way that it's been set up, and I think it would give you guys a bit of a headache. And I don't want you to have a headache. I don't want you to stress about it. I want you to focus on learning. So do not do the assignment that's in FlipSwitch. You're not going to do that prompt. You're still going to write an essay, but you're not going to use the prompt in FlipSwitch. So please, please, please do not use that prompt. My birthday's tomorrow. Consider it a birthday present from me to you. Happy birthday. I've created a different project for you that I think you'll find gives you a lot of great insights, but it won't be as hard. And sorry if my voice is a little raspy. I've been getting over laryngitis, so I'm feeling a lot better today, but my voice isn't quite there. Excuse me. So here's the topic. This is the one you really are going to write your essay on. Project 2 essay topic. History is the story of cause and effect. One development has a tendency to lead to another, and the world of today creates the world of tomorrow. World War II and the Cold War were large-scale, dramatic events that involved most of the nations on the planet, and the impact of these events can still be felt today. In a 5-paragraph essay, or you can do a slideshow if you prefer, just make sure I have all the same information. Pick at least 3 events or developments in the post-World War II era, in other words, 1945 to present, and explain their connection to World War II or the Cold War. So in a nutshell, you are going to come up with 3 events or developments that happened after the war, after the Cold War and World War II. And you are going to decide and explain to the reader how those events tie back to World War II or the Cold War. So one example that I have of this is the Civil Rights Movement. So the Civil Rights Movement is something that is directly related to the Cold War. And as you study, you'll learn that. You'll learn that a lot of the things that happened were because America was in the forefront during this time. World War II had happened. We're in the middle of the Cold War. And people are looking at America as a superpower. But people are saying, hey, if the United States is a superpower, then why is there so much discrimination? If the United States is so great, then how come you have African Americans and you have Caucasians going to different schools? If they're so great, then why do you have separate drinking fountains? And that's the kind of things that were going on. And the world's looking at the United States. The United States is going, oh my goodness, like if we're going to be a superpower, if we're going to be awesome, then, man, maybe we can't have discrimination. Maybe we can't have segregation. And so we slowly start to see, with the Civil Rights Movement, we start to see discrimination go away. We start to see, no more separate but equal. And because of that event, because of that Cold War, because of the Civil Rights Movement, we now have schools where anybody can go to. It doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter what religion you are. You go to school together. And that's directly related, as I showed you, to the Cold War. So that's just one example. There's plenty of things that you can think about. It may take some deep thinking, but there's lots of developments that happened after the war, after 1945, that relate back directly to the Cold War. There's a lot of technology that happened. Think of rocket ships. Think of NASA. There's so much that has happened that we can relate back. So be thinking about that. So I'm going to go over now the steps that you have to do for this specific unit, because you're going to work on this for the next couple of units. It's kind of like your last project. You don't have to do it all at once. You're going to space it out. So for this unit, do not complete the steps found in FlipSwitch. So you're not going to complete the project that it says for you to complete. I don't remember exactly what it is, but you're not going to do what's there in FlipSwitch. Instead, you're going to make what I call a fact list. So your first step is to make a list of at least 6 events/developments from 1945 to present. What are 6 things that happened after the Cold War and World War II? Then you're going to provide a brief description of the event and an explanation of how this was caused by either World War II or the Cold War. Sorry, there's a little typo there. I should have caught that. List the sources you used to find this information in MLA format at the bottom. And then you're going to submit this assignment in lesson 18 where you would have submitted the project primary source. So where you would have normally submitted, it wanted you to make some maps and things like that. You're not going to make those maps. You're not going to do that. Instead, you're going to put this assignment in lesson 18. You'll submit it there. If you have any questions, please let me know. Now, I've created a document that will help you with this. It is found in FlipSwitch underneath the teacher notes where it talks about this project step. There's a Word doc a Google Doc. So you'll click on the link, it'll bring you to the Google Doc, and then you'll want to click File, make a copy, and then there's a chart that you can put all this information in. It's really not too difficult an assignment. The biggest thing that I'm looking for is that you're making connections, that you're able to identify events, and that you're also able to say, okay, this event does relate to today. They all relate back to each other, and that you're able to make all those connections, like I said. So it's not, I think it's a lot easier, honestly, than the one that's in FlipSwitch. And I think it's an important assignment because the reason why we take history, in my opinion, is so we can learn from the past and so we can see how the past relates to today and make those connections. That's one of the reasons why I have you do your current event discussion assignments, because I don't want you to learn history just to learn history. I want it to have a purpose behind it. And so this assignment kind of helps you have a purpose behind the things that you're learning about in World War II and the Cold War. So that's all you have to do for this unit. In the next video, when we go over Unit 5, I'll discuss the rest, your outline and your rough draft. But for now, this is all you have to do. Now, real quick, I want to go over your current Unit 4 current event discussion assignment. I'm still not getting a lot of these turning, guys. It's important. It honestly, if you sit down and do this, it won't take you too long, maybe 30 minutes. It doesn't take a terribly long time. And it's 30 minutes over 5 lessons. You don't have to do one each unit. So if you spend 5 minutes on each lesson working on it, then you'll get it done. So please get these done. Here's your topic for Unit 4. Pick one of the following topics from the unit: the Cold War, the Korean War, or McCarthy's telegram to Truman. Write a paragraph, 3 to 5 sentences explaining the topic you chose, or summarizing. In other words, you're going to put in your own words what is that topic. Third, find a current event, an event, news article or a video written within the last 3 months that relates to the topic you picked. Read the article or watch the video and save the link. Okay, I need the link to this. Fourth, write a paragraph, 3 to 5 sentences summarizing the article you read or video you watched. And fifth, write a paragraph, 3 to 5 sentences explaining how the topic from the unit and the current event you learned about relate to each other. So again, we're making connections here. How does something from the past relate to something going on today? And sixth, paste the link to the article at the end of your discussion post. So just like the other ones, just different topics there for you. But guys, now that you've watched this video, I want you to do me a favor. Remember, it's my birthday tomorrow. Maybe not while you're watching this, but pretend it's my birthday tomorrow, because today it really is. So my birthday's tomorrow, so as a birthday present to me, you are all going to go and complete your video assignment in FlipSwitch. And balloons will go off in my head, and I'll be all happy, celebrating because you guys all did it. And it's good because I'll know that you understand the material, and you guys will get credit for watching this awesome video. So please let me know if you have any questions about this discussion assignment or about your project number 2. The biggest thing to remember, just don't do the assignment topic that FlipSwitch made. Instead, do the one that I made, and you'll see it there. So good luck with your assignments this week, and please reach out to me if you have any questions. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.